I remember back in 2021, bro, I was 19 years old and I was a young man, just like you, with super high ambition. I wanted a six-pack and I wanted a top-level career straight out of uni. My degree was a 5-year long degree with 1 year in the middle where I can go out and get a job. Every single year, I need to be averaging like between 65 and 75%. That way I'm guaranteed the high grade. Monthly, I should be aiming to do my assignments on time, no matter how I feel, and to a high standard. And then on a daily basis, I should be training my body and training my mind, because my two goals, bro, six-pack and a high-level engineering career. That's all it needed to be. So what was I actually doing in 2021 every single day? Well, let's take a snippet, bro. 5 a.m, the time that I should be awake and training my mind or training my body. What was I really doing? I was on video games, bro. Warzone. All the time. Yeah, even at 5 a.m. Sometimes I'll be up for 36 hours, bro, for over an entire day, just sitting there playing. I'd neglect my health. I wouldn't really eat anything. I'd just be scrolling in between matches. I'll be disturbing my mum when she wanted to sleep because she had to go to work the next day, and I didn't really care. I come from a single parent household, bro, where standards are high. I'm brown, yeah, so I'm expected to get high grades. I'm expected to absolutely excel, and I'm the man of the house. I don't have a brother. My father doesn't live here. I should be that guy. I was 19 years old. I was a fully grown adult male, and I was still just on the game every single day, doom scrolling, bro. In between matches, like, I couldn't get rid of the dopamine hits because I'd been conditioned that way. And the funny thing is, this is completely normal. This is how people live. There's guys that I've gone to uni with, they're fully grown adult males, and they tell me like, bro, I'm addicted to video games, and I'm like, oh my God. I can't really talk about it to them like in real life because it's a bit cringe if it's just like passing conversation, but I do make remarks like, bro, have you never thought about quitting? They're like, I can't do it. How have we got to the point, yeah, where modern society has conditioned you to think that other things have got a grasp over your neck and you can't get rid of it? As a fully grown adult male, bro, people were your age back in the 1900s going to fight wars, watching their own family members and own best mates get their like legs blown off, and they had to go and then still shoot at the enemy, bro, with the risk that they might die in warfare for a country that doesn't care about them. Do you realize where we've come to? Those men back then, the hard workers, the determined guys with wives and children and mothers and fathers to feed, and everyone whose responsibility they take on their back, they went and built this world for us, bro. Look at what we've gone and done. We're completely locked out. We don't care about our goals. We don't care about our family. We don't care about any of the old school values that this society was built upon. The easy times. We're given comfort, ease and luxury, bro. Even if you're not like from a high status family or anything, like I'm not either, but we've got it all, man. If you've got a PlayStation in your house, you got it all. You don't realize how easy you have it, bro. And the funny thing is, you're pretty ambitious. You actually have like bigger goals in your head. You think like, yeah man, I'm gonna get that six-pack, yeah, I'm gonna get that dream job, I'm gonna build a business, I'm gonna do all of this stuff. But bro, you don't actually have the capacity to do this stuff. The real actions that are required, the hard, disciplined tasks that you need to do in order to get these things done, you have no capacity to do them. Yet, let alone even like doing them, bro. You can't even think about what you need to do. You don't even know where to get started. Number one, because you don't care enough to take a look and find the information. And number two, because the waters are muddied online, bro. There's a lot of information out there. A lot of it's false. A lot of it's hype, motivation, bullshit, fluff. Like, not what you're going to get here. I'm going to give you the real actions. It's going to be hard, and you're probably not going to like me after this video, bro, because I might shout at you a bit, but it's all for your benefit. Yo, bro, my name is Jas, and I help young men get disciplined in this modern day because it's changed my life, and I want to help you get here better than me and faster than me. And you seem interested in that, so drop me a subscribe, bro, because it helps me help you. I'm an engineer, which means I'm a bit of a nerd, and because of being a nerd, I'm a little bit autistic, right? So instead of having this vague discipline thing in your head, I'm going to put it into steps that I actually use myself, which is called the T10 system. Now, bro, this is literally a breakdown on your perfect discipline day. If you do all of these things in the T10 system, you've done it, bro. Do this for the next year and you'll look in the mirror and think, I'm a different guy. You'll look different, you'll act different, you'll have different results. You will literally have accomplished all your goals just by doing the T10 system, bro. And that's a bold claim to make, but it's exactly what's going to happen, because do you know why, bro? It happened to me. I've never seen anything like this spoken about online in one place in such a concise way. I'm going to give you everything you need. It's a 10-step system. Number one is to beat the sun every day. If you wake up 2 hours before your first non-autonomous task, you have beaten the sun, and you have absolutely crushed it already, bro, because you are going to have the 2 most sacred hours of your day to get that disciplined solitude task done, get those high leverage activities out of the way early before your competition has woken up, and you're going to accelerate towards your goals. Number 2 is solitude. Now, if you've woken up before the sun, you've already put yourself in an automatic state of solitude, but most guys like let it go here. They just jump on their phone and they start scrolling straight away. But look, what you need to do is have social media already deleted the night before you've gone to sleep, so that when you wake up, you can't even scroll scroll. You keep your mind in a state of solitude. You can even open up a book and journal. You can go on your phone notes and you can journal. These are all states of solitude. Number 3 is cold exposure. So what this means is that you go into your bathroom, you turn the tap of your shower on freezing cold, and you turn the water on, and then you instantly jump inside. As soon as you jump in there, bro, you're gonna feel this crazy shock. You're gonna get adrenaline rushed, and it's, bro, if it's 5 a.m. and you're doing this, yeah, you won't be tired. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel amazing because your body releases all these chemicals like due to the stress response, but they actually feel good because you're putting the stress on yourself. Now, this doesn't happen often where you like tell yourself you're gonna do something hard and then you actually do it. So your body's gonna release all these weird chemicals like norepinephrine, adrenaline, cortisol. Like, you're gonna feel actually a little bit high off doing a cold shower because you've never done it before. And it's a bit like when you first ever like drink a sip of alcohol or you drink a load of caffeine, you feel kind of high off it, right? This is the same effect when you have your first cold shower. So I'm super excited for you, bro. If you take this advice, oh man, you're gonna love it. Tomorrow morning, cold shower. Number 4 is breath work. Breath work has a similar effect to the cold shower because what you're doing is like inducing something called hypoxia, which is when you manipulate the carbon dioxide and oxygen ratio inside of your like alveoli in your lungs or whatever, right? I'm no scientist, bro, but come on, we've all done year 11 GCSE biology. So when you do some intense 5 to 10 minutes of breath work in the morning, after your cold shower, you're gonna heat your body back up and you're gonna cause this feeling of just like feeling elated, man. And then when you go to do your actual work, your performance is gonna increase. You're gonna feel motivated to do the hard work. Number 5 is movement. Now, like, bro, I believe genuinely that there's a form of exercise out there for every single person in the world. Some people like skipping, some people like bodyweight training, some people like weight training, some people like doing like, I don't know, there's the high rocks nowadays, like this is some competition, right? You could do that, you could do powerlifting, you can do anything, bro, but movement is essential to every single day of your life. Like, even if you are taking a rest day off the gym, movement's still important. You still got to drop down, do your 10-20 press ups just to get the blood flowing, do some stretching, do some mobility. Movement is essential every single day. Number 6 is meditation. Meditation can happen like after you do a different habit like breath work or cold exposure, because it makes the meditation actually about 5 to 10 times more effective, which is measured by the amount of time that you can go in solitude thinking nothing. Meditation helps you stay fully present throughout the day. So you know when you catch yourself scrolling and then you can't do anything about it because your brain doesn't really know you're scrolling and then like you can't cope, meditation will stop that basically, bro. And to make meditation extra effective, do it straight after breath work. Number 7 is introspection. Introspection means you look inside of yourself and you ask yourself super deep questions to get to the root cause of like your problems or to understand the solution to a problem, right? So for you, it might be like, what goal do I even want to achieve? Well, you got to sit down, pen to paper, and you got to think, how do I come up with a goal, come up with the steps to achieve it, and then actually make myself the type of guy that goes and does those things? That's an example of introspection, bro. Number 8 is the 20% task. Pretend you've got your goal down. Pretend you've got your daily action. The 20% task is basically the 1 or 2 things, like the 20% of possible actions that are so high leverage and so good that they will achieve 80% of the results. Let's say for my career, I'm an engineer, right? 20% of my actions need to be doing the work, providing the deliverable, right? Which is building a system, building a thing, doing a simulation online, let's say something like that, right? Whatever the customers ask for, because we're a consultancy, because the consultancy I work at, we do work for other companies. So whatever that company's asked for, I need to do a 20% task that will give me the massive 80% leverage, right? The other 80% of tasks, such as, you know, looking at my emails, doing this like coffee break with my co-workers, that's not going to give me any results. It's going to give me like minuscule results, but doing the 20% high leverage, high action, big hard task, that is part of the T10 system, bro. That's what's going to get you some sick results when you do that consistently every single day. Because, bro, most people, they haven't even understood what the 20% task is, let alone execute it for a year straight, 2 years straight, 5 years straight, 20 years straight. Imagine the type of guy you'll be 20 years from now when you have done the 20% high leverage task every single day for the past 20 years. I can guarantee you that you're going to be a millionaire, bro. Easily, like deca-millionaire. Bro, you would have retired your whole family by then, easily. And even you can guarantee that for yourself. Come on. Number 9 is to plan tomorrow tonight. Before you go to sleep, very important, you need to have a set system in place for you to go ahead and go on tomorrow. Like, bro, if I gave you an F1 car, but I've only put it on like a dirt, like desert track, how are you meant to drive that thing? You'd be like, well, why didn't you build a road here for me to drive it on? I'll be like, oh yeah, I had to build a road. Because what's the point of having this like, high performance, young man, ambitious machine of a person, right? Like, that's what you are. You're a young man, you've got unlimited energy, you're high performance. When you put your mind to something, you achieve it. But if you haven't put your mind to anything, then where's it gonna go? Flipping video games, isn't it? The bad habits, the easy stuff. Let's change that, bro. Number 10 is visualization. This comes in any point throughout your day. I usually do this inside my cold shower, and when I've planned tomorrow tonight. So after I plan tomorrow tonight, I've read my checklist. I'm like, okay, I've read my list of goals, and I think, okay, what do I need to do tomorrow? And then my mind at night time will work on these things. And you know when you sometimes wake up in the middle of the night, right, and you kind of want water or whatever? I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about the exact thing that I need to do tomorrow morning, and my mind's already excited for it. That's why I can explode out of bed every morning and just get that hard work done. The T10 system is no joke, bro. I've achieved my dream career straight out of uni from one of the top unis in the country. I wrote 2 first-class dissertations, and now I'm a consultant engineer at the #1 manufacturing institute in my country. This is no joke. I've literally engineered this from the start. I gave a 1 in 2,000 performance. They told me that on the phone, bro. And throughout this past year, I've started bodybuilding, and I've actually built my dream physique out of this, bro, already. And now I want more. The thing is, it's never done. You always want more. That's why you need a system that is repeatable. And look, I know everyone's situation is different. If you want me to one-to-one with you and you want me to consult your situation, understand, okay, how am I going to implement this for you and get all my other tactics and techniques that make the T10 system easy to do, I can implement that for you in your actual life. Hit the link in the description, bro. It's the pathway of the tiger, and it is my full program to discipline, where you can even get a one-to-one call with me for free, because I know that this stuff needs like rigorous implementation, and it's kind of hard to understand everything at first with all this information. So look, get in the link in the description, because it is going to change your life if you get in there and you take what I say seriously and you fully implement this, man. And with that, bro, sweat regret, man. I'm out.